Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm really going to talk about a great new book that I've actually got. It's by Kevin Kruse, a #1 selling author in the New York Times, and he's produced an excellent book. So it's really amazing because what this does, it ties into the great thing that I've got on my own website about time management. This really takes it to another great level, really gives some in-depth tips. So if you just have a look at this book here, 15 secrets successful people know about time management, and then he talks about some really great stuff that really does connect and really does go with the sort of coaching philosophy, and he really ties into a whole thing of where you want to be and how you want to do it. So what's your actual drive, what's your purpose, and he connects all that time management into that, and that's what successful people do. So I'm doing naturally, and he recalls a lot of stuff in the book which is really great. So I'd just like to share with you 5 things that I've picked up. So the first thing he really points out is about how you manage your time. And what's your most important resource? It's not money, it's not anything apart from your time. You can't get it back, you can't buy it, and that's what he really stresses in this book. People are going to take it away from you, and that's what he talks about, really managing those brilliant things. So that's #1 really, making sure that you're aware of how important your time is. So #2, he goes about scrapping to-do lists. Yeah, we all make lists, don't we? Like we go, that list, that list, that list, and we make a massive great list, and we like ticking it off because it makes us feel great, doesn't it? We've ticked that off. But the great thing he moves about in the book is that actually that list is going to be as long as your arm. It could be infinite. So you're never ever going to get to the end of that to-do list, and the next day you just add to it. So he basically says scrap to-do lists, and everything you do, just calendar it. So #2 then, he goes in to say, well, everything you do is got to fit into your MIT. Now what he says in there is your most important task. And it does align with a lot of stuff that I talk about in my videos in terms of getting what you want. So what's your purpose, what's your drive? So everything you do feeds into that. That's what successful people do. Everything they do every day feeds into their main purpose, their main drive. So that's why their business excel, that's why they can engage their staff and everything like that, because they know that everything they're doing is efficient. It's efficient towards what they're going to actually do. So it's really important that before you do anything with this as well, is just to make sure that you identify your purpose, identify what you want to do, and then every day you feed that in. Now this is great because in my time management page you'll see that we've got the not urgent, important boxes that I've created. You'll have to go to that web page. But what this does, what this time management tool does, actually makes those important but not urgent tasks actually fit them into every day. And what I'm talking about is those tasks which make you grow and make you more efficient and really drive towards what you want to be and where you want to be in terms of your work, your life, or whatever. So that's what it's doing. It's actually not saying it's not letting the urgent and important tasks take over. Of course they're important. If your boss rings you, you've got to get back to them. But what I'm saying is that it does actually allow you to schedule time for those important but not urgent tasks, which is basically your personal growth and development. And this is what I love about this, because getting rid of to-do lists and scheduling time is great. Another thing he does is obviously about meetings. Meetings go on forever, don't they, sometimes, but they're not focused. So again, he encourages you to sort of set a time for those meetings. Successful people in here, he says, actually say, well look, let's have a 15-minute meeting. And it does stay to 15 minutes. Some of them produce an agenda and they stick to the agenda rigidly and they know what the outcomes are. In fact, he recalls in the book one of the ones that Steve Jobs did, and he had a walking meeting, which is great. So they only last like 5 or 10 minutes, but they get to the point quickly, and that's what successful people do. And #3 is calendar everything. You know, having everything calendar, like I said about the meetings, is like calendar everything for that day. So it's really important to have that. So you make sure if you have your meetings, schedule them on. I always think you're talking about when you try and meet with someone, don't say, let's grab a minute. Well, if you're going to have a meeting with someone, let's say let's have a 15-minute meeting so that people know the expectation that you've only got 15 minutes. And also it talks about, which is really, really good, the 1440, which is, that's 1,440 minutes in a day. And he put a big sign outside his door, which is really, really good, because that actually reminded him, and also reminded his people, that actually that's how many minutes he's got in a day. So when people are more mindful about making interruptions, those stealing minutes, so actually make an appointment or make a meeting to actually discuss those points, or they resolve them themselves, which is great. And #4 was really about rituals, or like I think Andy Robbins does rituals, but he talks about in your morning and how you can get energized. A lot of successful people get energized in the morning by actually having a really healthy ritual. I mean, a lot of them get up at 6 AM, they'll start with a glass of water, then do some exercise and have some healthy breakfast. And it's really important that you get into that routine each day. I really like the one where so they get 6 a.m, gets up before everyone else and have an hour of reflection, where they might have some meditation going on, they might have, make sure they have their healthy breakfast, have their glass of water. I've started to do that and it really does work. That glass of water in the morning does really kick-start you. So it's really about starting the day off on the right foot in terms of getting that motivation through and say, okay, so reflecting on what you're going to do that day and really being positive, putting that energy into what you're going to do. So again, that morning ritual is a really, really good one. So some really great practical tips in this book. So lastly, 5, I just want to tell you what the book's like. It's really engaging. You can really use the stuff that is put in the book, which is really, really vital. And it's not massive. It's really, really focused on what you can actually do, take into your everyday life and do it. And now this stuff is coming from really successful people, like from your Steve Jobs and Richard Branson. He's taken brilliant quotes from them and stuff from interview, but also people are doing really well at the moment. And himself, he gives great examples of what he does and how successful he's built his own business and stuff like that. So it's really valuable. It's a model you can follow and you can really accelerate yourself. So whether you're in a business, you can really use this stuff. Whether you just want to do your own personal development, a lot of stuff that I talk about on interview space, you can use this stuff for yourself every day. So if you go to your job, you can use it. You can really use the time management to really focus on what you need to do. So I just encourage you to get this book. And at the moment, he's doing an amazing thing. He's actually making the book free. So if you go to his website, all you've got to do is pay for the postage and package, and then you can actually get the book for free. It's only a limited offer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link here on my YouTube channel, but also I'll put it on my website and I'll put it under the video so you can actually go and do it. Go straight to the link to his website. So I'd encourage you to get it. It's really, really good. And not a lot of people in the UK know about it. So it's really something that you can get here in the UK and really use it to your advantage. So this stuff that's going on in America is really quite good. It's really quite exciting. So why don't we use it here and let's get it going, yeah? Okay, so I hope you liked the video. So just a quick one really in terms of, just wanted to give you a quick book review on the stuff that I do in terms of I like to read and like to find different models. So if you like the video, like it, subscribe and comment to my channel, but make sure you go and visit that website because it is really, really good. But also don't forget to visit my website and pick up stuff from there as well. Don't forget to comment on the video if you want to. As I say, it's really, really good. At the moment you can get it for free. So have a brilliant day, be really engaged, enjoy the week, and I will see you next time on one of these videos. Right, take care and be brilliant.